Hello.
Hey, Aurora, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Good. How's your week going? How was your weekend?
Nice.
Nice. Okay. Tell me a little bit about it.
Uh, I I just stay at home and like and have some writings and read some books and watch some movies. It's a
Oh,
very
okay. Okay. Did you now let me ask you on the reading of the books and watching of the movies, was that all in Chinese or was it in English?
I sometimes watch some English news.
Okay. Okay. And what do you remember watching in English about the news? Can you tell me about that?
Mm, I watch some not news, just uh like some movies. Uh,
Oh, so just okay. What? Okay, tell me what I'm trying to get you to do, Aurora. Is I want you to try to speak as much as possible. I don't care if it's wrong. I'm going to correct you, but uh, and also using the correct terminology because and I'll say this because you said to me, and which is no big deal. I don't care, but you said I watch some news.
I
Okay,
watched.
yeah, but if if you say news, okay, I'm thinking you're watching something from, CNN, ABC, uh, the New York Post, the New York Times, whatever. And I'm thinking you're watching news, like what's happening in the world. But if you're not watching news, then don't say news. Say, I was watching some movies and that,
uh,
and or whatever it was.
Documentary
Yeah.
films. Just some documentary films
Ah, okay, okay. And about what? Because I'm going to
about
ask you.
some about Nepal.
About what?
About Nepal.
Um, but,
Nepal.
neat pool.
Ah.
But no, I want you to just so because for pronunciation, type it, write it,
Okay.
write it in here.
Okay.
Oh, Nepal.
Oh, sorry, Nepal.
Yeah. So that's no, that's okay. But see, that's what I'm saying is when you speak, if you say because on the other side, if you don't pronounce the word correctly, the other
Yeah.
person, yeah, they'll say, "Oh, okay," but I don't want to pretend like I know what you're talking about if I don't really understand the word. I know Nepal, so now I understand what you're saying. Like, oh, okay, that's really cool. Okay, good.
Okay.
Um, anything else?
Just volunteer to volunteer went to this country and film some spots in this country and she said because it's a country very um, attach importance on caste. So and irradiation phenomenon is very popular. So she always saw some old or some young squatted at a street at a street and the children there may not even ate a cake before. Uh,
Mm.
just she just wants to tell nowadays we are very lucky to stay in a safe country.
Oh,
and
yeah.
and she want us to donate for the country, just like this.
Okay, sure, I understand. Yeah, and you know, I mean, there's a lot of countries out there that definitely need our help, you know, for with donations, whether it's food, money, you know, things like that, just to make it better. Yeah, not just like one.
Maybe the corruption phenomenon is very popular there. So,
Mm,
she says a lot of country may donate for this country, but the politics may may use the money not use
yes,
in
they
correct ways.
yeah, they
So
use it in different ways. They don't spend the money on what it's the purpose, you know, what it's donated for. They
yeah,
keep it and they use it for whatever they want to use it for. And it doesn't necessarily go on what it was intended to be for, right? Yeah. Okay, very good. Hey, well, have you kept up with any news around the world other than watching that documentary? I mean, like the world news, like Afghanistan. Do you know? Do you watch? I mean, do you watch like world news, Aurora? Do you watch? What's that?
Because I the news I watched is not the latest.
Right, right. No, but I'm asking you in general. Do you watch the news?
I watched some news about pandemic,
Oh, okay. About the
but
pandemic. Okay.
but it's outdated.
Yeah. It's outdated. Yeah. Okay. So, but do you have access? I don't know. So I'm just asking you this question. Do you have access though to world news that happens around the world like every
Yeah,
day?
but the latest don't have the words. Not words. Don't have the translation.
Oh, really? So like on your websites in China, you can't change it to like English or something like that? Can you change the wording to like English or no?
No,
Oh,
there is
okay.
no the words. So sometimes I may not understand.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I think in ours, you know, like you go to Google, and I know you don't have Google there.
Yeah,
Um, yeah,
to use the VPN, but it costs
yeah,
money.
yeah. And then you would have it. I see. Yeah, because we can change to like whatever language, you know, we can change it to Russian, we can change it to
Oh,
German, Chinese, whatever it is. So whatever that article is, it'll be translated to whatever language we want it, you know. So if we wanted
I
to use
can't change the language, so
okay, okay. Um, yeah, God, that's interesting. I never thought about that. I think, you know, and I know you guys don't have like Facebook and Google and stuff like that, but I just in my head sometimes I never make that
I have the Google
association.
account, but I don't always. I have the Google account, but I don't use it.
Yeah, because you would have to have a VPN, right?
Uh,
To use it.
I don't have the VPN, but before I have I tried VPN many years ago.
Oh, but you
So
don't,
I
and you
have
don't.
the account, but I don't use it now. No,
Okay, okay. Are you able right now when you're connecting to Zoom? Do you need a VPN or no?
no.
Okay. Okay. So you're good with that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, we have, you know, what I kind of want to do a little bit with you today. I know we're so pressed on time because you're going to start school when next week?
Yeah.
Next week. Okay. I'm gonna have you do more questions so you can answer, so you speak more. But I also want to listen. I wanted to listen to the way you read. And I'm trying to think if I can find a good article that would be kind of interesting and maybe something that you would, that's a strategy. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can find one more good one. Okay, like here's an example. Like here's the New York Times. Okay, and I have a subscription with them, so I can see the New York Times. I can see. This is actually, I think this might be okay. I'm going to have you read this, okay, just for a little bit, so that way you can. And if I share this with you, you can't bring it up later, can you? Because it'll be in the U.S. You can't bring up this.
I cannot open this page.
Okay, I'm going to try to anyway. I'm going to send you this link. I don't know if you can open it or not, but I'm going to go ahead and send it to you because I think it's. Hold on a second. Okay, that's the link. I don't know if you'll be able to open it or not. And if not, that's okay. What I really just wanted you to do on this is I want you to read for a little bit because I want to hear you read and I want to hear your pronunciation of some words. This here, it was actually published in the New York Times, and it's how to learn vocabulary, increase your vocabulary, especially for people that are, non-native English speaking. And really the best way to do that is by reading a lot, okay? Because it's hard reading, of course, in English, so you pick up those words. It's just too hard to do that by just speaking if you've never heard the words before, because you don't know what words to use, right?
Yeah, but I seldom have the chance to use English.
Yeah, okay. We won't, I'm not gonna, this is kind of a long article, but let's just do it this way, where I'm just gonna have you read a couple of paragraphs just so I can hear you read, okay?
Okay.
And we'll start from here, okay? So we have this part and it has those 3 words there, but go ahead and start where it says our vocabulary offerings, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Our vocabulary offerings aim to convince students that learning the word's definition opens the door to the real fun, spotting patterns in the word's usage, integrating its shades of meanings and incorporating it into one's own vocabulary. These 14 ideas will show you how to use it with the New York Times as a resource, both for understanding new words in context and for thinking about how language shapes and is shaped by our word. We are taking an energetic approach to vocabulary this school year and kicking it off with a full week of posts. You can find them all here in our updated vocabulary spotlight. Let us know what you think.
Okay, so here's, and a couple words, just this word here, just for pronunciation purposes, Aurora, this one is pronounced interrogating.
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 Perfect, okay. And I think that was all for pronunciation. Okay. So let's kind of read a few of them. It says 8 practical ways to learn words in context. Okay, so go ahead and read this.
8 practical ways to learn words in context.
Wait, hold on. Not in there. That word is pronounced, because there's 2 different meanings. We have that word is pronounced context.
Context.
Yeah, what you said was contest, right? And that's an S, and that's like, a contest, like a, drawing, like a winning of something. I entered a contest, right? But this is context, like what it means, right? Context.
Okay. Context.
Good. Okay.
If you want a better vocabulary, you've come to the right place. Below are 8 easy ways to start learning new words in engaging context, understanding their nuances, and trying them out for yourself.
Okay, a couple words there. I want you to say this one again. Say the whole word.
Vocabulary.
Okay, and this word here is
Nuances.
nuances.
Oh, nuances.
Yeah, meaning the little things about something, a little nuance. Okay, so
Okay.
understanding the nuances. And it says read one time, read just one Times article of your choice. And this is what they're saying. If you just practice reading every day, and it doesn't matter what it is, it could be something, you know, in the news, it could be a book, whatever, an article in a magazine. The more you practice reading, and in your case, it would be English because that's the other language you want to learn, is trying to read as many of those as you can every day in whatever sources come to you, okay? Whether it's online or whatever. Okay, so it says, we see that picture and it says an abandoned house, okay? An abandoned house. What does that word mean to you, abandoned?
Someone lost it. Someone don't use it.
Okay.
And leave it away.
Oh, okay. You know what I want you to do? Just for, I think pictures are fantastic. I want you to describe that house. Tell me what you see.
It's a old house.
Okay.
And with no person there. And
Okay.
maybe the house before was a big house, and it declining, and maybe the owner there were declining, so they abandoned this house and moved to another way, or they died, and their offspring didn't take care of them.
Okay. You say their offspring. Okay, meaning the kids too. Okay, and anything else about that's a good job what you're doing, like your assumption, right? Like what you think happened through this whole period. But now what I want you to do is I want you to, from what you actually see in that picture, I want you to describe that house.
Okay. It may be a wooden house, and there were lots of trees, and a car, and an old car was there, and the door were closed.
Okay, the door is closed. What about, I'm gonna circle a couple of things so you can, if you can describe them. I don't know if you don't know the words, but what is that? How is that different than this?
I don't know. I think they're the same.
You think they're the same?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, on this one, I see the window open, right? I see a window, glass, right?
Yeah, yes.
On this one, I don't see a window. I see.
But like I see it can open.
Oh, okay. So you think it open. And I see it here too. You can see it on this one. But on these, you don't see that. Okay. And what this is called here is there's a piece of wood. They hammered wood on the windows because they were probably broken. Okay, so they're not going to fix the windows and put new glass in there. So they just covered them with wood, right? So they hammered nails and put wood on the outside of the windows.
It was windows before, and because no person used it, so it had some words on the window.
Yeah, they put wood on the windows so they don't. So it kind of protects the house, but you know, they don't have to replace it because glass is much more expensive than a piece of wood, right? What do you call, and you said there's a, you know, an old car, that's fine. What do you, and you said there's a lot of trees, that's fine. What is this? And what kind of trees? Are they alive or are they dead?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. These are probably dead trees. Why? Because we don't see any kind of green at all. Not like we do here, not like we do here. We see this all dry and there's no leaves and it's kind of falling to the ground. So it kind of looks like they would be like more like dead trees. And that would go with an abandoned house because nobody's there to take care of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they deserted it. Okay. And I wanted to ask you about a word you used. Not that it was bad. It's just, I'm not sure if it's in the right context. You were talking about declining. And you said an old house, no persons are living there, and it's declining. What do you mean by that?
I think I mean the person there maybe prosperity before and
so prosperity, you mean they had money before?
Yeah, and thinking.
Okay.
Just become bad.
Okay, so you might say their economical situation decreased, or you know, they maybe they lost their jobs, or you know, something happened, and so yeah. Not that it's a bad word, it's just declining we would probably use more in a situation of monetary, like, you know, or like the economy is declining. When somebody's going lower, like I'm going to decline from the roof or something like that. So, but not that it was bad, but if you used a little bit more, some other words to describe that declining, like their economic.
I don't know how to.
Yeah. But that's why I picked it up and I go, it's not bad. And I think I know you, and I understood what you meant. But to say it, you could just say their economical situation declined, right? So therefore, yeah. Okay, good though. This is really good practice. All right, let's go to and let me ask you, so the link that I sent to you, did you try to bring it up right now? Can you open it?
Let me try.
Yeah, I'm curious because we're not going to go through a lot of it if you can read it.
The website may be blocked in China. I can't open.
Yeah, you'd only be able to open it if you had a VPN.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go. We're gonna kind of skip. I want you to speak a lot, but that's okay. Let's go to number 2 where it says focus on a single word of the day. And go ahead and read that.
Focus on a single word of the day. Visiting the Learning Network's free word of the day feature to find a new word each weekend, plus a definition from vocabulary.com and an example sentence from the Times. Then test your understanding by writing a sentence of your own. If you have time to write several sentences, try out because, but so, sentence themes from the Writing Revolution by Judith Hartman and
Natalie Wexler.
This will help you examine a word from different angles. Here's an example of these themes for the word elated.
Okay. And so that's just we're just using that one word, and and go ahead and read. You can go ahead and read the sentence. I'm gonna see if you can figure out the meaning.
To keep track of the new words you are learning, you might use your own vocabulary log to go even further, create a language field guide like the ones these middle school students have made.
Okay. Let's take a look. I think it's really good practice. I'm not gonna have you read all this, but I want you to take a look at that picture. Okay. And I want you to describe that picture to me.
The guy may cook food, use cheese, and
okay. So the guy, and you say may, but that's okay. But if you really think of something like it's true, say what it is. May is a guess. Okay. And I know many times in the Chinese language, I hear a lot of my students say maybe or may. It's like they're uncertain. That's when we don't know something, we say, oh yeah, I might go, or maybe I will. That's uncertainty. But when you're certain, and we can see this, okay, eliminate the may. Okay, just tell me exactly what you see. Okay.
Okay. The guy cooked food by using cheese.
Okay.
And he seemed to be very happy.
Okay.
And asked somebody to take a photo for him.
Okay, good job. And what are some of the things that you see? What are these called? What is this?
Pots.
Okay, so he's using different pots on the, what is this called?
Wave.
You said wave? Wave. What is, hold on. I'm going to make sure you understand what I'm asking you. What is this part called? What the pots are sitting on. What is that called?
I'm not sure.
It's called a stove.
A stove. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So the pots are on the stove. Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on, we're gonna skip the reading. I just want you to describe some pictures if you can. Let's see what. Okay. We're not gonna play this, but I want you to describe this one. What do you see there?
Where?
Oh, in this picture? Do you see this one? Okay.
Okay. I described the photo.
Yes.
Two boy or making
two boys, more than one. Two boys. Okay.
Two boys were making something, and he used a bottle to
do you know, I don't know, but do you know what that is inside this bottle? Do you know what this is? Have you ever seen that? What's that look like to you?
I think it's just a drinking bottle.
Oh no, that is called, it looks like it's dish soap.
It's dish soap.
Yeah, it's soap that you use to wash your dishes. Yeah, and they come in different colors like that, but I'm real familiar with that. So let's pretend it's dish soap. What do you think he may be doing then?
Mix them together, or do some experiments.
Yeah, there you go. He's probably doing, because those are young kids. They're probably doing something from school. Maybe they were assigned, but it looks like they might be doing some kind of experiment, right? Because they're putting dish soap, and there's something else in here we don't know if it's sugar or salt, right? Because it looks like it's one of those. Grain, like a fine white powder. So it could be sugar, could be salt. And then we see other stuff here, already put in containers. And it looks like, yeah. Okay. All right.
The word the black man, does the word have some negative meanings?
When you say a black man?
Yeah.
No.
Or just call them Negro.
No. What that would probably have more of a negative connotation when you say Negro, but now, because everybody has different color skin, right? We're all different. To describe somebody by their ethnicity, we would say either a black man or a black boy, or we could say an African American boy. It doesn't matter. Either one is fine.
What about Negro? It's the same.
It is the same, but it's more derogatory, where people don't say that word because it sounds offensive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I just think the words the black or the Negro have some negative meanings.
Yeah, and you're right.
Because in China, it may have some the negative meanings.
It's negative, yeah, and I think it's that way worldwide now, where you just don't say that word. You just say you say black person or a black or African American person or boy or woman or something. Yeah. Okay. And how about this picture? What do you see here?
A boy climbed the tree.
Okay.
He watched the sky and he looked at the sky. Okay.
Do you think he's thinking of anything, or no?
Maybe.
Well, there's that guess again. Maybe. Anything? Do you think can you describe what he's thinking of?
Maybe he was thinking about his puzzles.
His what?
His puzzles.
His puzzles. Okay, he's thinking about his puzzles. Okay. All right. Anyway, I just wanted you, I didn't want to spend a lot of time just doing a lot of reading, but I think your reading it's not bad, but I just wanted to, I think pictures many times are really useful because it gives you a chance to really use a lot of different vocabulary words. And this is also where you find out where you're stuck, when you see pictures and you don't know how to describe them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's good. Okay. Any questions on that one? We're going to go back to, I think, some words here. Okay. Some questions so you can practice.
Because when I listen to some words, I may understand it, but I can't use it very smoothly.
Yeah. And a lot of that, though, too, Aurora, is just because, well, you may not have a lot of ways to practice it, and then therefore if you don't use it, you're going to forget.
Well, I may understand the word, but I can't, and when I can't speak,
you can't find the and that happens when you just don't have the opportunity to speak, because if you can't share your thoughts and ideas in English, that's what you're trying to learn, and you just think it or read it, but you really don't apply it because you just don't. Okay, let's take a look at, we're not going to do it the one at the bar. I know we did a lot of different ones. Here's a good one. How about this one?
What 3 things are you most grateful for?
Mm-hmm. So what are you grateful for? 3 things.
3 things. Like the air conditioner.
Okay, that's one.
Phones.
Okay.
and different kind of medicines.
Oh, okay. So different kinds of medicines. Okay, that's good. Okay. How about this? Because I'm going to have you, you'll speak a little more. Try to stay away from just single words, such as, so when I said, what 3 things are you most grateful for? To answer more in a complete sentence, you would say, I'm grateful for, phones. Yeah. Because that's just going to help you increase your vocabulary of saying more words and not just using the safe words, just the 3 things, actually saying it so you know how to say it. Okay, what about, because this will give you a chance to talk more. That's a good one.
What would be your ideal day?
So that you're going to give me more details. What would be your ideal day?
It
Like the best day.
would be my ideal day would be without any worries, and I can do what I want. Just like I can.
For example.
For example, I can sleep late and have different kinds of delicious foods, and with my friends to shop together.
And shop with my friends, okay.
And shop with my friends.
Okay.
And live in a 5-star hotel.
And live in a 5-star hotel. Okay. And that would be your ideal day. Yeah. That would be your ideal day. Okay. Let's go to one. Let's see. I'm not sure if I've asked you this one before. How about this one?
What's one thing you've won, and how did you win it? I have won a pen in the reading festival.
And you said you won a pet, a PET, pet?
Pen.
Oh, a pen. PEN, a pen, like a pen, a pen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You won a pen.
Reading festival.
In a reading festival. Okay.
I watched a movie and prepare for a competition, and I did the PPT and have a TED, like a TED, just speaking and have a lot of audience sitting down, and I have got the championship, and the award for me is a pen. Was a pen.
Okay, so you say you won the championship.
Yeah.
Okay, so you won it, right? Because you got the prize. Okay, so you would say won instead of got. You'd probably say won. Okay, because it was a contest, right? Competition. Okay, let's try. I'm just moving around here because I want to try these different things. Okay, I want to see some of your writing, and I know we're only going to be able to get to a few of those, but that's okay. Can you see this screen okay?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay, what I want you to do, based on the picture that you see, okay, I want you to complete the sentences according to what is suggested. Okay, so like a number 1, it says, I'm writing to inform you that, your request for funding has been rejected. That is like an example, okay? So based on that picture. So now based on the picture on number 2, okay? So you have this box here. Now, this is more in business, but that's okay. I think it's still going to be quite helpful for you. You have to start with this. I am writing in reference to, and then describe what you see based on that picture. Okay. And I want you to do it if you can. I want you to do it in chat. Go ahead and write it in here so I can see it. Okay. All right. So number 2, they're not going to be very long sentences, but remember, you're in business, you're at a workplace, you're working there, and you receive this package the way it looks. Okay. So you're gonna.
I'm writing
in reference
to complain.
Well, no, don't tell me. Don't tell me. I want you to write it.
Okay.
And try to give it to me in a grammatically correct sentence. And if it's not, that's okay. We'll correct it. But tell me how you would write that.
Like this.
Okay, I'm writing. Okay, go ahead and read it to me.
Okay, I'm writing in inference to the parcels that were bad due to the poor delivery service.
Okay, that's not bad. That's pretty good. Okay, so you're addressing that now. Just to add on a little bit more, now you describe the problem. Okay, if you were at a company and you received that package and you let me know what it's about, and you say, I'm writing in reference to the parcels that were bad due to the poor delivery service, would you stop there, or would you ask another question? Or, what would you do? What else would you say? That's a good beginning.
Complain about the problem.
Okay, well, I mean, what would you want to have done? What's
someone help me to solve the problem?
Okay, how would you say that? I want you to go a little bit more. I want you to write a little bit more. You identified the problem. Okay, I got this parcel that had it's bad due to the delivery service. Okay, okay, that's fine. You got a bad package. How do we correct that?
Oh, okay.
Okay, add a little more.
Okay.
isn't it? Okay. All right. Now go ahead and continue. Go ahead and read that.
I want to complain about the problem, and someone should replace the packaging and give me complaints, or I will post a bad experience on the internet to arouse the public attention.
Okay. Okay. Now there's probably a little better way to say it. Okay. And the reason I say that is because we're talking about business here, right? And what I understand everything what you're saying, and okay, but what you're kind of doing is giving a threat, right? I'm going to complain about this, and I want, or I will post a bad experience. If you don't do with this, I'm going to do this. Okay. So another way you might say that whole thing is like the first part was fine. I'm writing in reference to the parcels that were bad due to the poor delivery service. The next part should be a little bit more, maybe not angry, but just a resolution, right?
Yeah.
And you might just start with something as simple as could I get or could I receive a replacement? Okay. And that's it. That's it. Because things happen, right? I mean, packages get delivered or, damaged when they're delivered. Sometimes they don't get delivered at all. They go missing or something like that. But the solution is, can I just get a replacement, right? And then someone's going to say yes or no. Most likely everyone will say, oh yes, of course, especially if you took a picture of it like that, right?
Yeah.
So then if you didn't get a response to that, then you may say something like you did, well, therefore I'm going to post a bad experience on the internet or something like that.
But mostly that they may replace for me.
Exactly, because we want to use a little bit more etiquette, especially when we're talking about business. Okay. Let's try to do, we're going to do one more just so you kind of have a really good idea of that. How about, and based on the picture, let's do we'll do number 6. Okay. Take a look at how it starts, and then take a look at what's happening in the photo. Okay. And just like the other one, I want you to start with what you see or what happened. And then I want you to come back with a resolution. Okay. How do we solve this? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and read it to me.
Writing to complain about the moving company that dropped my furniture on the floor. I want them to shoulder their responsibility to give me compensation.
Okay, to give me compensation. Okay. Not bad. Let's go over the first part. You say dropped my furniture on the floor. Okay. Is that really well, maybe the picture shows it like a floor.
Road.
They on the road. That or you don't know where they dropped it because you're on the receiving end, right? But I mean,
Yeah.
you see it in the picture, but you're missing a box, right? You're missing a box. The box fell off of the truck, right?
Okay. Misunderstand.
Okay. Yeah. So a box is missing from your all of your contents, right? So and I like the word though that you use when you say shoulder their responsibility. That's good. I want them to shoulder their responsibility to replace the contents or reimburse me compensation for the lost articles.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that not bad? Is that helpful? Do you like doing these little practices?
Okay.
No, do you, I'm asking you that question. Do you like it? Do you like practicing like that with some pictures and writing? Do you think that's helpful for you?
Yeah, yes.
You do think it is? Okay. No, I think it's good too. Let's do, could we have, let me ask you this question because I know we're running out of time. If I gave you something to write about, would you do it?
Pardon?
Like if I gave you a topic to write about,
okay.
A topic, would you have time to do it? Would you like to do it like as homework?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
going to give you. You have time? Okay. I'm going to give you this. I want you to write on this one. Okay. Different styles of writing, correct? Like an argumentative or persuasive writing or something like that. You've heard about that before?
Yeah, different types.
Yeah. So this is just an opinion, okay? But the topic is going to be this. Every person should get a COVID-19 vaccination. Okay, that's going to be your essay topic. Okay, what you're going to do. This is a persuasive style, right? So it's not an opinion. Persuasive. Oh, I think I still misspelled that. Okay, no, that's right. So this is a persuasive essay.
Okay.
And your assignment is to write a paper that is convincing to support that topic. Yeah, it's every person should get a COVID-19 vaccination. So you have to write a paper that persuades everyone to get a vaccination.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So it's not, if you want to, blah, 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 or no, that's okay. No. You have to be convincing, persuasive to support that topic sentence. Okay. Okay. So, and then you have my email address, right? Or no?
I don't have an email address. I just have a WeChat.
Okay. What I want you to do, if you can send it by email, that's fine. I teach English. This is my email address.
Okay.
Okay, and it's just it's me, Cynthia. My name is Cynthia. Yeah. But that you won't see my name on there. It will say iteachenglish@gmail.com. If you get done with it by next week, send it to me. Okay. And
Okay.
and then we'll take a look at that as well. Hey, are you going to want another class before you go?
Pardon?
Are you going to want another lesson before you
Yeah.
go? Okay,
Yeah.
so you want on next Tuesday?
Okay.
Okay. All right. So we'll go, I'll give you a week, and next Tuesday we'll have another class and we'll go
Okay.
over the paper that you wrote. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Sounds good. Any last minute questions, Aurora, before we go? Any other last minute questions for me
Oh,
before we end?
I want to know the difficulty of the exam, like SAT or this kind of examination.
Oh, okay. So you want to kind of look at that? You want to, I know it's difficult.
Yeah, I also know it's difficult, but I want to know what's the level.
What do you mean the level? It
I
depends
mean,
on how.
how difficult? Just
Oh,
because it's because the exam is useful are useful in China, and I will take some kind of this exams in my university.
okay, but they're kind of equivalent to the SAT. You don't have the SAT, do you?
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
But some of my classmates enrolled in this exam, and they have their classes.
Well, what kind of exams are they in China? What do they call them? Do you know?
I don't know.
Okay, if you could find that out, let me know, and I'll see what the equivalent is, or just send it to me in email or WeChat. Just see if you can find out the
Just
name.
I want to know this kind of exam. What's how difficult it is.
Well, from what I understand, because they changed it up a lot since I took it, but I mean, it's now I think it's 3 sections, right? It's like 3 different sections of the SAT, but
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
and
yeah,
and everything is scored by it's numeric, of course,
yeah.
and uh, physics, science, there's science, mathematics, English. I mean, it's difficult, and I want to say a perfect score is, if I'm not mistaken, it's something like 1,500. I think that's the best
Uh-huh.
score you can get. And the average that a lot of students get after a high school education is
Yeah.
somewhere between 1,100 and 12 or 1,300. Although, just so you know, I had a girl I was teaching in China, and
Okay.
she
Yeah.
was taking the SATs because she was going to the US to take them, and she scored
Wow.
a 1450.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
So
great.
yeah, because she wanted, this was her sport. She wanted to get into Harvard, and
Oh,
with that score, she could.
yeah. She's
Yeah,
very
yeah. But I mean, like I said, I just know it is very difficult to score that level, and
because one of my classmates enrolled in this examination, and and he went to America to and
yeah,
uh,
yeah. But I
to
mean,
have her have his
will you
first.
take will you take the IELTS exam?
No, I haven't taken any
No,
this kind of
or
exam.
TESOL? No, okay.
No, no, no.
Okay. But if you're going to go study abroad, I think if you want to study abroad at some point, you have to take those
Yeah,
exams before you
I
go.
must take this kind of exam to
Yeah.
further my study board.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's just, I know they're very difficult, but the average for most people in those SATs after a high school education in the United States is somewhere between 11 and 1250, something like that, 1300 if you really had advanced courses such as quantum physics and things like that. So it can be difficult to get as high as this other girl did. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they're tough. Okay. Anyway, good question. With that, so anyway, have good luck on the paper. Go ahead and just do your best. We'll take a look at that, and then and I'll see you next Tuesday then. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Have a great week, Aurora.
Bye.
Okay. All right. Bye.
Bye.